Welcome to GZ Coins World YouTube channel where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary treasures. Today you are going to discover for Liberty $quarter that could shack you right out of your seat. Let's go to start it. Imagine holding a simple 25-cent coin in your hand. It's silver-colored, light, and easily overlooked. But what if I told you that one very specific 1965 Liberty $quarter is rumored to be worth $320 million today? Yes, you heard that right. A coin once used to buy a candy bar now has a story that could shake the foundations of the numismatic world. In today's video we are diving into the stunning history, the unbelievable rumors, the hidden value, and the collector frenzy behind the 1965 Liberty $quarter. Stay with us until the end because what we're about to reveal might just change how you look at pocket change forever. To truly understand the significance of the 1965 Liberty $quarter we must travel back in time. In the early 1960s, silver prices began to soar. The intrinsic metal value of U.S. coins was rapidly approaching, or even surpassing, their face value. People began hoarding silver quarters, dimes, and half dollars, knowing their melt value might exceed what they were technically worth. The U.S. Mint faced a crisis. The Treasury's reserves of silver were being depleted, and coin shortages started to hit across the nation. Merchants complained. Banks panicked. The public was holding on to coins rather than spending them. Enter the Coinage Act of 1965, signed into law by President Lyndon B. Johnson. This act changed American coinage forever. It removed silver from quarters and dimes and introduced a new coin composition, a copper-nickel-clad sandwich. That's the design we know today. The outer layers were a copper-nickel alloy bonded to a pure copper core. Silver was officially gone. The very first quarter to bear this new composition, the 1965 Liberty $quarter. Chapter 2: A simple design with a monumental legacy. Now let's talk design. The coin features the iconic image of George Washington sculpted by John Flanagan. Washington faces left, the word Liberty boldly arched above his head, and the national motto "I in God We Trust" placed to his left. The date 1965 rests neatly below his chin. On the reverse side, we see a fierce American bald eagle with outstretched wings, clutching a bundle of arrows, a symbol of strength, readiness, and defense. Below the eagle, two olive branches stretch out representing peace. Surrounding the eagle are the inscriptions United States of America and $quarter. Although this quarter appears to be just like every other, what happened behind the scenes at the mint that year tells a different story. Chapter 3: Minting Mysteries and the Birth of a Legend. More than 1.8 billion quarters were struck in 1965. That's right, billion with a B. Most were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and to reduce coin hoarding during the transition, the U.S. Mint decided not to use mint marks at all on coins dated 1965, 1966, or 1967. This made identifying the origin of these coins incredibly difficult. However, rumors persist to this day about mysterious minting anomalies. Here's where the story gets truly fascinating. Some coin collectors and historians believe that during the transition from silver to copper nickel-clad in 1965, a tiny handful of quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover 90% silver planchets from 1964. These transitional era coins are among the rarest and most sought after in American numismatics. Now, just imagine if a perfect 1965 silver quarter was struck using proof quality dies, retained its uncirculated condition, and was secretly held by someone close to the mint itself. That would explain the legendary claim that a single 1965 Liberty $quarter might be worth $320 million. Is it truth? Is it myth? Or is it buried treasure waiting to be found? Chapter 4: How coin collectors discovered the golden needle in a silver haystack. One of the most compelling reasons collectors believe in this high-value coin is because of precedent. Similar transitional eras have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, even hundreds of thousands, depending on the coin and condition. For example, a 1965 quarter accidentally struck on a silver planchet was verified and sold for over $7,000. A 1965 dime on a silver planchet crossed $9,000 at auction. And a 1964 quarter with 1965 features was sold for over $35,000. But what makes the $320 million coin different? It is said to be a one-of-a-kind specimen struck in silver, possibly by mistake, or as an internal test strike held in perfect condition, with extraordinary strike quality. The legend goes that it was later passed into private hands, not auctioned, but quietly exchanged, much like a piece of forbidden treasure. Could it be real? Well, history has taught us something important in the world of numismatics. Anything is possible. Chapter 5: How to tell if you have a rare 1965 quarter. If you're wondering whether your 1965 quarter could be worth thousands or even millions, here's how to check. 1. Weight it carefully. A standard clad 1965 quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. A silver quarter weighs approximately 6.25 grams. Use a precise jewelry or coin scale. 2. Check the coin's edge. A clad coin will show a copper line on the edge. A silver coin will not. Its edge will appear solid silver. 3. Inspect for pristine strike quality. A coin with full deep features and no signs of circulation might have been struck with proof dies or under special conditions. 4. Get it graded. Submit your coin to a grading company like PCGS or NGC. They can authenticate metal content, check for errors, and provide an official grade that helps define value. Chapter 6: Coin Legends That Shook the World. The coin world is no stranger to jaw-dropping values. The 1933 Double Eagle sold for $18.9 million. The 1794 Flowing Hair Silver Dollar fetched $10 million. The 1913 Liberty Head Nickel was sold for over $4.50 million. In this light, could the 1965 Liberty Quarter actually be worth $320 million? The answer is maybe. Not just because of its material, but because of what it represents: a turning point in history, a perfect storm of rarity, mystery, and speculation. If the $320 million figure is true, that coin would not just be a collector's dream. It would be the most valuable coin ever created in U.S. history. So, the next time you hold a quarter in your hand, take a moment, look at the date, feel its weight, inspect its edge, because sometimes hidden in the most ordinary of places lies something truly extraordinary. The 1965 Liberty Quarter Dollar might not just be change, it might be a life-changing treasure. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more incredible coin tales, and drop a comment below telling us the rarest coin you've ever found. Who knows, maybe your story will be the next $1 million legend. Until next time, keep hunting, keep hoping, and always look twice at your change. What if I told you that in your pocket change, a single coin, just one quarter, could be worth not 25 cents, not $25, but a jaw-dropping $318 million? Welcome to the incredible story of the 1974 Liberty Quarter Dollar, a coin cloaked in mystery, rooted in American history, and possibly linked to one of the greatest modern-day numismatic legends ever told. Stay with us, because by the end of this video you may never look at a quarter the same way again. Chapter 1: The coin that changed nothing, or did it? Let's start in the year 1970, for a time of political scandal, economic tension, and global uncertainty. Richard Nixon was still in office, the Cold War was humming in the background, and inflation was climbing in the United States. But in the pocket of nearly every American, one coin reigned supreme: the Washington quarter. Since 1932, the face of George Washington had graced this 25-cent piece. It was the people's coin, simple, reliable, and everywhere. But the 1974 quarter was more than just another edition in the long-running series. It was part of a period that numismatists today call the Forgotten Transition. Why? Because while the public was focused on silver coins disappearing from circulation after 1964, something strange and rare was happening at the U.S. Mint. Anomalies, errors, and possible test strikes were being quietly minted, and some believe one such mistake turned into a fortune. Chapter 2: The Anatomy of the 1974 Quarter. Let's take a closer look at the coin itself. The obverse of the 1974 quarter, designed by sculptor John Flanagan, displays a striking portrait of George Washington. The words "Liberty" crown the top, and "I in God We Trust" rests just beside Washington's profile. Below his chin is the date 1974. Flip the coin, and you'll find the reverse, featuring an eagle with wings spread wide, perched atop a bundle of arrows. Below the eagle is a pair of olive branches symbolizing peace and strength. The inscriptions read, "United States of America and quarter dollar." The metal composition: a clad sandwich of copper and nickel nose silver. The weight: roughly 5.67 grams. The diameter: 24.3 millimeters. just like every other modern quarter from the era. Or was it? Chapter 3. Enter the legend, the $318 million quarter. Now, let's talk about the legend, the story that has numismatics forums buzzing and collectors around the world on high alert. It is said that one special 1974 Liberty quarter exists. Not an ordinary one. Not even a rare one. But a unique coin struck during an off-the-books test run at the U.S. Mint. According to whispers in the coin collecting community, this quarter was accidentally struck on a 90% silver planchet left over from 1960 for a full 10 years after silver was officially removed from circulating quarters. But this isn't just about a silver strike. This coin, reportedly graded MS68 Plus, had mirror-like surfaces, razor-sharp details, and a flaw so perfect that it broke all known rules of quarter production. It was authenticated, privately sold, and quietly tucked into a private collection overseas. The final price: a mind-blowing $318 million. Too fantastic to believe? Maybe, but we've seen stranger things. Chapter 4. The truth about rarity. Is the coin real? Let's set the hype aside for a moment and talk about facts. Yes, transitional error coins do exist. These are coins struck on incorrect metal blanks during a changeover year. Examples include a 1965 quarter struck on a silver blank, one of which sold for over $7,000. A 1971 D. Eisenhower dollar struck in silver when it was supposed to be clad, valued at $10,000 plus. Even 1974 pennies struck on aluminum planchets which were never meant for public release have turned up. So is it possible that a 1974 silver quarter exists? Absolutely. Is it possible that one was struck under rare or experimental conditions? Without a doubt. Has one ever been publicly auctioned or certified by PCGS or NGC? That's where the trail gets murky. Some collectors believe it was privately sold. Others say it never existed. But in the world of numismatics, rumors like this often hide a kernel of truth. Chapter 5. How to identify a rare 1974 quarter. Now let's get practical. Want to check your pocket change? Here's how you might just spot a quarter worth more than you could ever imagine. 1. Check the weight. Use a precision scale. A clad 1974 quarter weighs 5.67 grams. A silver one, 6.25 grams. That tiny difference could mean a fortune. 2. Inspect the edge. A standard quarter has a copper-colored edge from the copper core. A solid silver planchet will show a pure silver edge with no copper. 3. Look for sharp details. A rare coin may have extraordinary strike quality. Clean fields. Bold edges. No signs of circulation. 4. Get professional grading. Send it to PCGS or NGC. Even if it's not the $318 million coin, a rare strike or error can still bring in thousands. 5. Check for die variety or errors. Some 1974 quarters show doubled die, obverse weak strikes, or off-center errors, all of which add value. Chapter 6. Why the 1974 quarter still matters today. Even if you never find the legendary $1 million coin, the 1974 quarter tells an important story. It symbolizes the confidence Americans placed in their currency during a time of change. It reminds us of the hidden world of minting where mechanical precision meets human error. And above all, it shows us that value isn't just in gold and silver, it's in history and mystery and in the thrill of the hunt. So the next time you find a quarter lying at the bottom of your change jar, take a closer look. That scratched up coin might just hold a secret. Or maybe, just maybe, you'll find the one that escaped. The 1974 Liberty Quarter. The $318 million masterpiece. The coin that no one saw coming. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with every coin enthusiast you know. Because legends aren't just written in books, sometimes they're minted. Until next time, keep hunting. Keep dreaming. And always flip your change. What if I told you that in your pocket change right now sits a quarter that might be worth more than most mansions, more than private islands, more than jet planes? Imagine a 25-cent coin worth a mind-boggling $317 million. It sounds insane, right? But hold on, today we're diving deep into the mystery, the legend, and the numismatic story of the 1979 Liberty Quarter Dollar, a coin that may just be the hidden gem of American coinage history. This isn't fiction. This is a journey into fact, rarity, historical twists, and one of the most controversial valuations in numismatic memory. Don't blink. This is one video you'll never forget. Chapter 1: The Birth of a Quarter, the History of the 1979 Liberty Coin. Let's rewind history. The year is 1979. America is gripped in the Cold War. The Iranian Revolution is sending oil prices skyrocketing, and inflation is hitting hard. But at the U.S. Mint, deep in the factories of Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, a coin is being struck that will go on to spark one of the greatest mysteries in coin collecting. The Washington Quarter, introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, had long been a symbol of American strength. Designed by John Flanagan, the quarter featured a proud side profile of George Washington on the front, the word Liberty above, and the famous motto, "I in God we trust," to the left of his neck. But by 1979, the days of silver coinage were long gone. The U.S. Mint had shifted to a copper nickel-clad composition for quarters, a sandwich of copper core with nickel outer layers. Cost-efficient. Durable. But to some collectors boring. And yet, from within the millions of coins minted in 1979, a legend was born. Chapter 2: What makes the 1979 quarter so special? You might be thinking, wait, isn't the 1979 quarter super common? And you're right, sort of. Here are the actual mintages. Philadelphia, no-mintmark. Over 515 million coins struck Denver, d-mintmark. Over 489 million coins struck San Francisco, s-mintmark, proof only. Just under 3.7 million with over 1 billion quarters produced. How could one be worth $317 million? Well, here's where it gets interesting. Chapter 3: The Legend of the $317 million coin. Among coin circles, a rumor began circulating about a 1979 Liberty quarter that sold privately for over $317 million. No public auction. No record on PCGS. Just whispers from a high-end collector circle. What made it so valuable? 5. It belonged to a historical figure and carried massive provenance value. Some say this coin was discovered in an old government bag sold to a private investor. Others claim it was a misstruck coin that was never supposed to leave the mint. But whether it's myth, mystery, or misunderstood, the coin's existence continues to electrify collectors across the globe. Chapter 4: The varieties and errors that do exist. While the $317 million coin might be elusive, there are rare and valuable 1979 Liberty quarters that can fetch thousands. Let's break down the most significant. 1. 1979 S-Type 1 and Type 2 proof quarters. These quarters were minted in San Francisco. There are two types. Type 1 features a filled or blobby S-mint mark. Type 2 has a clear, sharp S-mint mark. Type 2 is significantly rarer, and a PR70 deep cameo can sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. 2. Doubled die obverse, one of the most sought-after error types. This occurs when the die shifts slightly between strikes, creating a doubled image most often visible on the words Liberty or the date. Some verified examples of 1979 quarters with doubled dies have fetched over $5,000. 3. Off-center and broad-struck quarters. These are errors where the coin wasn't struck properly. Off-center coins with more than 50% of the design visible can be worth hundreds. Broad-struck coins that expand outside the collar die are also collectible. 4. Wrong planchet strikes. Imagine a quarter struck on a nickel planchet or a foreign coin blank. These errors are extraordinarily rare and, depending on metal content, can be worth thousands. Chapter 5: How to identify a potentially rare 1979 quarter ready to go hunting. Here's how to check if your 1979 quarter is valuable. 1. Check the weight. A regular quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If it weighs more or less, it could be an error coin. 2. Inspect the mint mark. Look for signs of doubling or unusual shapes. 3. Use magnification. A coin microscope will help you detect fine details and doubling. 4. Check the edge. If the coin has a solid silver edge, it may have been struck on a silver blank. 5. Look for damage-free surfaces. Coins in mint state MS65 or higher are exponentially more valuable. Chapter 6: Professional grading and authentication. If you think you've found a rare coin, do not clean it. That could destroy its value. Instead, send it to PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service, NGC Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These are the two most respected coin grading agencies in the world. If your coin is genuine, their certification can turn a potential curiosity into a 5, 6, or even 7-figure asset. Chapter 7. The $317 million question: real or hype? So let's answer the question. Is there really a 1979 Liberty quarter worth $317 million? We have no public auction record of such a sale. But in the world of private collectors, anything is possible. We've seen private coin sales exceed $10 million, $20 million, and yes, even $30 million for rare or one-of-a-kind specimens. Is the $317 million quarter real? Maybe. But here's what's real: collectors are willing to pay fortunes for the right combination of rarity, condition, error, and provenance. So if you're holding a 1979 quarter right now, maybe you're holding history. Every coin tells a story. Some are passed down. Some are lost. Some are legends waiting to be rediscovered. Could the next $317 million discovery be sitting in your drawer? Check your change. You just might be richer than you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you believe that every coin has a chance to change a life. Tap the bell icon to stay updated on the wildest stories in coin history, collecting secrets, and real-life treasures hiding in plain sight. Until next time, happy hunting. Imagine holding in your hand a simple quarter, just 25 cents. But what if I told you that this exact quarter, minted in 1996, could be worth an astonishing $317 million? Yes, you heard that right. $317 million for one single Liberty quarter dollar from 1996. Today, we are diving deep into the history, design, mysteries, and market value of the 1996 USA Liberty quarter, a coin shrouded in legend and fascination. Stay with me as we uncover everything you need to know about this extraordinary coin, including how a common everyday currency piece could possibly reach such astronomical values in the collector world. Part 1. The history of the Liberty quarter dollar. The Liberty quarter dollar has a long and storied history. The quarter as a denomination was first introduced in the late 18th century, but the iconic design featuring Lady Liberty has appeared in various forms over the years. By 1996, the United States Mint was producing billions of quarters each year, primarily for circulation but also for collectors. The 1996 Liberty quarter dollar continues the tradition of showcasing the values of freedom and independence. On the obverse side of the coin, you will see the classic profile of George Washington, the nation's first president. This portrait has been a staple on the quarter since 1932, when it was first introduced to commemorate Washington's 200th birthday. The inscription Liberty arches boldly above Washington's head, reminding us of the ideals that shaped the country. On the reverse, the design honors the nation's heritage with the depiction of an eagle perched confidently on a bundle of arrows, clutching an olive branch symbolizing both strength and peace. The words United States of America and quarter dollar encircle the design, underscoring the coin's official status and denomination. Although the 1996 quarter was a part of the everyday economy, producing over 1 billion coins that year alone, its story is anything but ordinary. Part 2. The mysterious rumors and the $317 million valuation. Now, here's where the story takes a remarkable turn. Despite its massive mintage, one particular 1996 Liberty quarter dollar has been the subject of extraordinary rumors and whispers in the numismatic community. According to unconfirmed reports and collector lore, a unique 1996 quarter sold in a private transaction for a jaw-dropping $317 million. Such a figure sounds almost mythical, and it is important to approach it with both excitement and skepticism. Let's explore the reasons why this quarter is said to command such an unprecedented price. First, rarity and condition are the cornerstones of coin value. This quarter is rumored to be a perfect specimen, graded at the highest possible standard by leading grading services such as the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. The grade in question is Mint State 70, which denotes a flawless coin with no visible imperfections even under magnification. The near impossibility of finding such perfection in a coin struck for circulation makes this a game changer. Second, some speculate that the quarter may have been struck on an error planchet or composed of an experimental metal alloy, making it unique among its billions of peers. The U.S. Mint has occasionally produced special or test coins that never entered circulation, and if one such coin bears the 1996 Liberty quarter design, it would be nothing short of priceless. Third, provenance plays a huge role in valuation. The story goes that this coin was once owned by a notable figure or linked to a significant historical event, dramatically boosting its desirability among collectors and investors. Unfortunately, the exact details remain confidential, adding to the coin's mystique. While these factors contribute to the inflated valuation, it's crucial to understand that this $317 million price tag comes from anecdotal private sales rather than official public auctions, making it difficult to verify but no less fascinating. Part 3. The coin's design and technical details. To appreciate the value and significance of the 1996 Liberty Quarter Dollar, we need to examine its design and technical specifications in detail. The quarter measures 24.26 millimeters in diameter and weighs exactly 5.67 grams. The composition is a copper-nickel clad featuring a pure copper core sandwiched between layers of copper and nickel, giving the coin its distinctive silver color and durability. The edge of the coin is reeded with 119 grooves, a classic feature designed originally to prevent coin clipping and fraud. On the obverse side, the sculptor John Flanagan profile of George Washington is striking and timeless. The craftsmanship highlights Washington's dignified expression and the intricate details of his hair tied with a ribbon. The reverse side features the heraldic eagle, designed by John Flanagan as well, embodying the strength and unity of the United States. The eagle grasps arrows symbolizing war preparedness, while the olive branch represents peace, a duality central to American identity. In 1996, the coin was minted in 3 different facilities: Philadelphia no-mintmark, Denver no-mintmark, and San Francisco no-mintmark, primarily for proof coins. Over 1.8 billion quarters were minted in total that year, making any rarity all the more impressive. Part 4. Known era coins and varieties. Among the vast number of 1,996 quarters, there are some known varieties and errors that collectors seek out with great enthusiasm. One common error is the double die obverse, where the coin's details appear to be stamped twice, causing a shadow or doubling effect around the letters or numbers. This doubling can dramatically increase the coin's value depending on the severity. Another sought-after error is the off-center strike, where the coin blank was not properly aligned during striking, resulting in a partial image that is shifted off-center. Off-center quarters, particularly those with more than 25% of the design missing, can fetch high prices. Additionally, there have been reports of broad-stroke errors where the collar that normally gives the coin its round shape fails to engage, causing the coin to spread and distort. These error coins are rare and prized by collectors. Part 5. How to identify if your 1996 quarter is worth something. If you find a 1996 Liberty Quarter Dollar in your change, don't dismiss it. Here's how to determine if your coin might be more valuable than face value. First, examine the coin's condition. Is it shiny and free of scratches or wear? The closer to mint condition, the better. Second, look for any errors such as doubling of letters, off-center strikes, or unusual markings. Third, check the edge for any irregularities. Is it reeded consistently or does it look unusual? Fourth, weigh your coin. The standard quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. Any significant variation could indicate a counterfeit or an error. Finally, if you suspect your coin might be rare or valuable, send it to a professional grading service for authentication. Part 6. The current market and investment potential. The coin collecting market is vibrant and ever-changing. While the $317 million valuation remains mostly legendary, there is no doubt that rare, error, or perfectly preserved 1996 Liberty quarters can command thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in the right circumstances. Investors and collectors are drawn to these coins not just for their face value but for their historical significance, rarity, and potential to appreciate over time. As interest in numismatics grows and the supply of truly flawless specimens dwindles, values are expected to rise. In recent years, sales of rare quarters with documented provenance and impeccable grades have broken records, fueling excitement and speculation about what the future holds. So, what is the truth behind the 1996 Liberty Quarter Dollar and the $317 million valuation? The answer is part history, part myth, and part mystery. This coin represents the incredible potential hidden in everyday objects, the power of rarity and perfection, and the allure of American heritage encapsulated in a small piece of metal. Whether you are a seasoned collector or a casual observer, the story of this coin reminds us that sometimes the most ordinary things can hold extraordinary value. So next time you find a quarter, take a moment to appreciate its story. You might just be holding a treasure. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1996 Liberty quarter dollar, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Share your thoughts and any rare coin finds in the comments below. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep discovering the hidden stories behind the coins we use every day.